Hello, this is Angela Johnson Ayers here. Hey, I wanted to invite all of you ladies and women, particularly you moms who may find yourself over drinking, particularly in the evenings, to quote, unwind, end quote. I want you to join a movement that I've created. I started a movement called the Unwinding Without Wine movement. The Unwinding Without Wine movement. Let me just tell you a little bit briefly about what it is. I noticed within myself, for the past couple of months, I have been feeling extra stressed. A lot of the extra pressure that comes with being a mother, a wife, juggling everything. Sometimes financial issues come up, and anything in life, health issues that may cause an unexpected burden or stress on you. In many ways, and me dealing with it, a lot of times I'm thinking I'm dealing with it the right way. But after the end of the day, come around 6:30, 7, 8 o'clock at night, when the kids are in bed and my hubby is fast asleep, I find myself saying, oh, now I can just unwind. And I need a drink of wine to help me relax. And before I know it, that one drink becomes two. And after I know that, that second drink becomes a third. And before you know it, sometimes you're finished the bottle or you're finished the carton, And so I realized that I was over drinking, binge drinking, and it was just for the wrong reasons. I have nothing against drinking wine. I think wine is a beautiful thing, but nothing is beautiful when it's done in a way that is of excess, and it can cause detriment to your health and in every area of your life. And so then doing my own research, I started studying and seeing that the growing trend with mommies nowadays is everything is mommies sipping paint or mommies day out, wine and day out. And everything is either get out the house from the kids and have a drink, and again, there's nothing wrong with socializing, nothing wrong with a casual drink here and there. But I noticed, and what statistics are showing is that many moms are using and overusing, or as they call it, binge drinking, particularly in the evenings, as a way to deal with the stress, worry, anxiety, and depression of the day and what that entails. And so I'm just so thankful that I have this platform with this podcast, the Bridge Building with Angela podcast, as well as my YouTube channel, the Bridge Building with Angela YouTube channel, where I can start a movement where we as moms, and again, you don't have to be a mother. If this is something and you find yourself over drinking, you may be unmarried, you're single, and you may be stressed out about, your hard day at work, and you work hard and you're struggling with bills by yourself. You haven't met the right man yet, and you might just say, well, look, wine right now is going to be my friend, And so if that's you, join the movement also. Pass it along to other moms. I'm not saying we will never drink again, that I will never drink again. But right now, I need to give that part of my life a break, because one thing I have learned is that the thing you feed the most will grow the fattest. If you ever want to see something die, you have to starve it. And if you want to see something grow, you feed it. Case in point, if you have a plant, I have a beautiful plant that my father gave me almost a year ago, and I water it and I talk to it, and she is just growing. I call it a she, and she is just growing and growing and growing. But if I were to stop feeding her and stop talking to her, particularly stop feeding her, she will slowly die and die and die. And that's how I feel about the over drinking and binge drinking. Now, again, only you know how severe your drinking is. I am not an addictions counselor. So again, if you feel as though your drinking is totally out of control, or that it's just, many cases they tell you don't just stop cold turkey because it can be harmful to your health, whatever your addiction is. So, but what I am saying is, after you check with your physician, your psychiatrist, psychologist, whoever you may be, who may be giving you medical advice, and tell them that you want to join a movement called the Unwind Without Wine movement. And again, I have nothing against wine, but I noticed that I was drinking it for the wrong reason. It's just like someone who it's wonderful to give money to people, correct? The Bible even says that if you give, it shall be given unto you in a good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. So when you give, others will give to you. But if you give, and every time you give to someone, you have to broadcast it on social media. Let's say, for example, every Friday you give $3,000 to a homeless person. And you just can't wait to post a picture of you handing that $3,000 to that homeless man or that homeless woman. The gift, you giving, the idea of you giving that money is totally amazing and awesome. But your motive behind it is foul and funky. And obviously your motive behind it is you want to be seen, because if that wasn't it, you wouldn't be posting it on social media of you giving money to a homeless person. The same for your drinking and our drinking. If I am drinking because my husband has made a wonderful steak dinner and I want a little taste of wine to help polish a nice red Cabernet to polish with that a good steak that he made, or if my husband made some salmon and I want to pair it with a wonderful white wine, that's great. But if I am using my wine and abusing it to try to help numb my depression, numb my anxiety, numb my worries, my fears, my dread of being a mother, a wife, and whoa, my life is not how I thought it would be, blah, 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 then that is when I have to really take a step back and look at my life. And so, look, just join the movement with me. The Unwind Without Wine movement. I'm doing it for 31 days, trying to see how I feel without it. I'm not saying I'll never drink again. I may not. I don't know. It depends how I feel. And also, hey, I know it'll help me drop some lbs, right? And who doesn't want to drop a little bit of weight? Summer's going to be here before you know it. Look, talk to you soon. Please be blessed. Continue. Listen, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave a comment, subscribe, and follow me on this podcast. Send me an email. Let me know how you're doing each day. And if you follow me on Facebook at Bridge Building with Angela, then you can get my nightly I'm doing nightly lives where at that time of night between 6 and 9 at night is when you really get that urge. I know I do. Around 8 o'clock at night is always my set point when I want to just start relaxing with a nice glass of wine, but I'm replacing that with another action, something positive. And I want you to do the same. So continue to follow me so that you can know when I'm going to be live and you can receive that encouragement. And also I can address if you have any questions on a live feed. Look, talk to you soon. Be blessed. And until next time, remember that as this amazing psychotherapist says, Marissa Pierce, she says, you are enough. So always recite that to yourself. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. God loves you. Bye-bye.